Hey guys. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Let's get going here. Hey. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Hey. 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 We talking about some NPL legal. I don't know what I'm saying. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm being silly. Uh Group Black women. There we go. All right. So we're all shared out on Facebook. Let's get ourselves shared out on Instagram. Back my throat. Okay. Hammerschlagen. Okay. Here we go. All right, guys. So we are all shared out on Facebook and Instagram. All right. Let me delete this. Okay. Hey, Zephyrina Boo. How you been? I feel like I ain't seen you in a long time, girl. How are you, doll? Hey, everybody. I want to say hey to my parents and to my sister, Joey. Hi to all my family and friends who watch. Hi to all of you who are going to be tuning in. It's Wednesday. We're having a great week. Yeah, so I'm very excited about today's show. Tonight, we have stories about a fun little German game. All my Dior girls, if you're like a luxury label girl, we got a story about Dior that I want your opinion on. If you've ever been to Albany for some reason, Busy Peach, where have you been, darling? I'm good, Zephyrina. Thanks for asking. Glad you're doing well. But yeah, if you've ever been to Albany, we've got a story for you. And if you use a little thing called Zoom, we've got something for you too. All right. So I'm very excited about tonight. We're gonna get started very shortly. 2 minutes from now. Make sure at 8:05 you share these out to your friend. You share this out to your friends. Yeah. Busy Peach, where you been, girl? Zephyrina, how's the God, I always forget the name. They're kangaroo things and they're skates and you jump. I forget the name. But I remember the concept. All right. Okay. So we're getting started in 1 minute. Make sure you tell your friends. Bring them on, bring them on, bring them on. We're going to have a lovely time. Please, your dying yarn. Awesome. We are going to have a show tomorrow because I didn't have a show on Monday. So, yeah, we're going to reconvene on a Thursday. Be excited, guys. All right. Okay. So, Kangoo jumps. Okay. See, I knew it. It had kangaroos and jumping, and they look like skates. All right. All right. We're getting started very, very shortly, guys. I'm really excited about this first story because I want to know if y'all have heard of this. Okay. It's 8:05. Time to hit that record button. Let's go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time hearing my voice or seeing my face and you're like, who's this lady? What is she doing? I am Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I am the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like getting your articles of incorporation, making sure you have EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, brand protection strategies, hiring strategies so you don't get sued for discrimination, contracts for partners and clients. I help you do all of these things so that your business can grow and scale with confidence. If you are wondering why I'm qualified to help you do all of these things, very happy that you asked. I'm a licensed attorney, have been one for 15 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas, and if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you need to know. There's no way around it, so that's why I'm here, okay? So if you're in the startup phase of your business and you need some help, you need, a legal friend to sit beside you and say, hey girl, this is what we're going to do. You want to call me, okay? How are you going to reach me? You're going to go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. That is the only link in my bio on Instagram, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. And it's all over my page on Facebook. Linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm is where you can book yourself a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first-time client. You can also book your one-hour consultations and my Talk to Me Tuesday special where you get 25 minutes for $25 if you're not a first-time client. At linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. You can also download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. At linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, you can also access many of my video trainings and digital products, ebooks, and things like that. Like this month, we're focusing on DUNS numbers. So if you go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, the very first button you see will take you to my DUNS numbers video training. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel and the podcast at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. So if you ever miss a live broadcast, you can catch up at your leisure. You can watch or you can listen. And last but not least, at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, you can get your beautiful NPL Legal Dish mugs and your t-shirts. Okay. You want them. Go get them. All right. So that is enough about, my business side. Let's talk about why we're here for the show, all right? In case somebody's watching down the line and they're like, what's going on here? I don't know. All right, so here's how the show works. The main part of the show, basically, I take stories from the news, stories that you guys send me, stories from blog sites, podcasts, wherever I can find an interesting story. I have Google alerts that come to my email every day and I sift through those and I choose stories that have lessons that we can learn as business owners and we discuss them, okay? So this is a time for you to get involved. This is a time for you to ask questions. This is a time for you to give commentary as long as it's respectful, okay? I am going to ask you questions. And I am going to, ask you to be putting some emojis in the boxes. So I want y'all to get ready. Get your fingers ready unless you're driving, okay? If you're driving, keep your hands on the wheel. All right? But let's get started, okay? All right, before we even get to our stories, we have to do our NPL nugget. So this entire month, we have been talking about, the month is about half over. We've been talking about DUNS numbers and why you need them. We've defined what a DUNS number is. We've talked about one of the many reasons that you need a DUNS number. We have talked about the cost of a DUNS number, which is free. A DUNS number is free to apply for if you know how to apply for it. And we have talked about the things that DUNS numbers don't cover anymore. So I wanted to do a quick little quiz with you guys. But if you're ready for a DUNS number quiz, give me a thumbs up. I want to see who's ready. Who has been paying attention these past couple of weeks. who wants to answer a question about Duns numbers? Hey, hey. If you think you want to answer a Duns number question, give me a thumbs up. And if you don't, that's fine too. But what I want to focus on quizzing today. But if it's okay, if you don't want to be quizzed, that's fine. All right. So let's move on to our stories. Zephyrina, you gonna be holding it down today, girl, or is that Busy Peach? Who's in here? On Instagram. Let me know who's watching so I get the right name. Okay. Our first story. So today in my stories, I posted a picture of a tree stump with a hammer on it and some nails. And I asked you guys if you had ever heard of a game called Hammerschlagen. Oh, hey, hun. Okay. Zephyrina. Is Toby barking? Okay. Zephyrina, have you ever heard of a game called Hammerschlagen? It had like the components of the game. There's a tree stump. There's a hammer and nails. Have you ever heard of Hammerschlagen? Okay. While Zephyrina puts her answer in the comment box, let me describe it to you guys. So, from what I learned today, Hammerschlagen is a German game. It is traditionally played around Oktoberfest. And the way that the game works is you have a tree stump and you have to use the back of a hammer to drive the nail into the stump. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's like it's kind of like whack-a-mole but with nails and hammers, right? So you get a swing and you try and drive the hammer into the tree stump. And if you miss, you take a sip of beer or whatever. The rules vary from place to place. However, but besides that, this game originated in Germany, and there was a gentleman, I forgot to write down his name, but he emigrated to the United States from Germany, and he brought this game along in 1957, and he got the trademark for the game and used it at his family's restaurant that they set up in Minnesota. Right? So this family, they came over, they're like, you know what? We're going to do this Hammerschlagen game that we did back in Germany. People haven't heard of it here, so we're going to trademark the name. So they trademarked the name. It's been trademarked for quite some time. Here is the problem. Also in Minnesota, there is a beer house called Schrammhaus. All right. In fall of 2019, hey, Open Arms Cleaning. In fall of 2019, Schrammhaus published an advertisement for their restaurant, and they were promoting their own game of Hammerschlagen. Now, the company that owns the trademark for Hammerschlagen, WERB, they obviously were very upset. They sent cease and desist letters to Schrammhaus. They were like, "Hey, we're the ones who brought this game over from Germany. We're the ones who got the trademark for it. You cannot promote this game in your restaurant." But Schrammhaus was like, "What are you talking about? We're not doing anything. We're not violating anything." So WRB took Schrammhaus to court. And what do you think the judge said? What do you think the judge said about Schrammhaus promoting the game Hammerschlagen in their restaurant? Remember, Hammerschlagen is a game that started in Germany. A German family brought it over and they had the foresight to trademark the name and they promoted it in their restaurant. And then a competing restaurant started promoting that same game under the same name. So when they went to court over this name, what do you think happened? What do y'all think happened? What do y'all think happened? What do you think happened? Do you think that the judge said that Hammerschlagen is generic, or do you think the judge said, leave that Hammerschlagen name alone, Schrammhaus, it's not your trademark? What do you think the judge said? Y'all are quiet on this evening. What's going on? Zephyrina, Open Arms Cleaning. I'm counting on y'all. Don't leave me out here, y'all. Hammerschlagen. What do you think the judge said? All right. I'm not going to leave the people in podcast land waiting too long. But basically, the judge agreed with WRB, the company that owned the trademark to Hammerschlagen. They're like, look, girl, you took the time. You came over here all the way from Germany. You went through the trademark process. You trademarked this name. You're stumped. And the judge said, you go ahead with that Hammerschlagen name. It's yours. So Schrammhaus has to stop promoting this German game. But now that I've read this story, I'm really interested in this game. I want to play. Hey, 76 Grimke. Like, I'm just trying to think of me trying to drive a nail in a stump. I'm going to see if there's any places, when the world opens up that play the game Hammerschlagen. All right. Okay. Yeah, I want to play. Okay, Zephyrina, we're going to find a place and we're going to play together, okay? All right. Next story that we are talking about. What the heck is that sound? Okay. All right, guys. My ladies. How into purses are you? Okay. I'm not big into like names, but I like, a cute purse, a very unique purse. And that's some people's thing. Hi, DC Pharma. Oh, you're driving. Okay. Open arms cleaning. Keep them hands at 10 and 2, girl. We want you to be safe. Thank you. All right. But every girl likes to have a nice little purse, a nice little clutch, hang bag, whatever. Right. And gentlemen, you may have something here too. Do any of you here have any items from Christian Dior? Do you have any Christian Dior items, particularly a purse? Because we're going to be talking about something that Christian Dior is trying to do. So Christian Dior has recently submitted a trademark application, a dress trademark application, a trade dress application for no items. Okay, for a style of bag. If you look in my stories, either on Facebook or Instagram, you will see that I have a picture of like a clutch. It looks like a saddle that you put on a horse, but it's actually the design of a bag. And I asked you guys if the design of the bag seemed unique to you. And we were pretty evenly divided. I think it was like 43% yes and 57% no. But if you did not get a chance to look at that design of the bag before, I want you to take a moment right now, go to my stories and look at the design of the bag, because I want to know if you feel like this is a design that can be protected. Is it so unique that Christian Dior should have it protected? 76 Grimke, are you saying no, the bag should not be protected, or no, you don't have Christian Dior items? What are you saying no to, my dear? What are you saying no to, my darling? What do you think? Because for me, when I look at that design, I feel like I've seen purses that look like that kind of. So I don't think, oh, no Christian Dior bag. Okay. Well, have you looked at the design? Because I want to know if you guys think that is a unique design. Is Christian Dior correct in their assumption that this particular design of a purse or a satchel bag is unique and deserves intellectual property protection? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Oh, 76 Grimke said, yes, the design gave me a Dior bag. Okay. So that's a design. I guess that's a shape or whatever, or a pattern that Dior used. I did not know that because I'm not into I'm not that into designer purses. Zephyrina said, I've seen that design / pattern before. You have, yeah, that's what I thought. But we've got two opposing opinions here. Anyway, what happened is Christian Dior, they have submitted this design for their bag that they want protected through intellectual property, and they're getting some pushback from the USPTO. The USPTO is like, girl, I don't know if this is unique enough for us to grant you trade dress protection for this purse. Oh, 76 Grimke said, I thought instantly it was a Dior bag. Okay, 76 Grimke with the Dior eye. All right. I don't got the Dior eye, girl, but okay. So I'm going to assume that 76 Grimke, she's a little bit, well-versed in Dior bags. So maybe this is, a reasonable attempt by Dior to protect the design of this bag. Again, I'm not really into designer bags. I'm not that familiar with Dior bags to know if this is their particular shape. But 76 Grimke, she's on the unofficial writing team for the show. So, I have to defer to my writing team. But yeah, Dior, they have gotten basically opposition from the USPTO, so they have 6 months to respond to the USPTO to say, hey, this is why we deserve to get this this trade dress protection. 76 Grimke, they might want to call you, okay? But yeah, this is why even when you are applying for your trademark, even if they don't give it to you, when you get your letter back and they're like, hey, there's a problem, don't worry, don't fret. Don't think that it's over. You have 6 months to respond to the USPTO and basically argue with them and say, hey, this is why I deserve trademark protection. This is why I deserve patent protection, okay? So just never fear. Don't be scared if the USPTO ever says, girl, we don't know about this, trademark application. You still have the opportunity to argue as to why you should get it, okay? All right. Before we move on to our next story, I want to remind you guys that that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. Hello, Charity R. Wells. If you are in the startup phase of your business and you need legal guidance to make your business legitimate in terms of getting your articles of incorporation, contracts, brand protection strategies, EIN numbers, DUNS numbers, I'm your girl. Go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm and connect with me today, okay? All right. Moving on to our third story of the evening. Have any of you guys been to Albany? Hey, Sincere39. If you have been to Albany, thank y'all for the hearts. If you have been to Albany, give me an A in the comments. If you have been to the town of Albany, I went to Albany one time. It was very sad, y'all. Ain't nothing in Albany. I'm sorry. If you're from there, I'm sorry. 76 Grimke said nope. All right, that's cool. Yes, Sincere 39, Albany, New York. Is there another Albany? I don't know. Geography was never my strong suit. I was more of an English person and language arts. But if you haven't been to Albany or you're not from Albany, you probably haven't heard of this team. But thank you, Sincere 39. But apparently in Albany there is a locally famous semi-pro. Hi, the hustle from home, Mom. There is a locally famous semi-pro team called the Albany Patroons. This team was famously coached by Phil Jackson. They've had some famous people come from their team, and they are basically, their hometown heroes in Albany, right? So much so that the Albany Patroons had a trademark on their team name, the Albany Patroons. The problem is they let their trademark lapse in 2016. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this story is because it is important to keep up with your trademarks when you have them. You have to renew them every 10 years, right? And you don't want it to lapse, because this is what might happen if you let your trademark lapse. Basically, Albany Patroons, they're hometown heroes. Everybody loves them. They let their trademark lapse. There is a gentleman by the name of Derek Demperio who runs Demperio Sports and Entertainment Incorporated. He basically waited till their trademark lapse. He waited till the Albany Patroons trademark lapse. He applied for the trademark himself, got it, and now he is selling Albany Patroons merch. And the Albany Patroons, they are suing him for trademark infringement, because they're saying, look, our trademark may not be active, but we have been using it continuously for decades. Derek should not be able to use our trademark to sell his wares. Derek is currently selling t-shirts with Albany Patroons on it. He says that he eventually wants his own basketball team, and he may try to name them the Patroons. But he said he's not opposed to the Albany Patroons using the name, as long as they pay him some money, right? He was so bold, he even sent the team a cease and desist letter and said, you need to stop using this name because it's mine, right? So the Albany Patroons, they're taking Derek Demperio to court. But what I want to know from you guys, do you think that the Albany Patroons have a shot? Or is Derek the new owner of the Albany Patroons name? How do you think the judge is going to rule? Because they haven't gone to court yet. We don't have a resolution. But I want to know from you guys, the court of public opinion, who do you think deserves to win in this matter? Do the Albany Patroons get to keep their name, or is Derek, it's you snooze, you lose? What do you guys think should happen, or what do you think is gonna happen? What do you think? 76 Grimke said they dropped the ball. Albany Patroons definitely did drop the ball. They let it lapse. But again, Derek was like waiting there, like chomping at the bit. 76 Grimke said, I'm Team Albany. I'm Team Albany too. Sincere 39 said, since we have the same name, I think Derek deserves to win. Sincere 39, I did not know your first name was Derek. How did I not know this all this time? Well, I guess you got, solidarity with your Derek brothers. But I'm on Albany's side in this case. So good luck to them. I hope the team gets their name back. But yeah, this is why you need to take care of your trademarks when you have them. Don't let them lapse, because you never know who's just sitting there, just waiting for you to drop the ball. Derek Demperio doesn't even live in Albany. They don't even know if he's ever been there, but he was able to snatch up that name. Okay. Since 39 said they dropped the ball. They did drop the ball. I understand. But is there no grace? They've been this team for decades, right? They are well known in Albany. They are celebrated in Albany, the middle of nowhere. But I digress. All right. Moving on to our last story of the evening. Super excited about this because I'm excited and kind of tense because I feel like y'all might try and throw a shoe at me. I'm just kidding. You would never do that. Y'all are too nice. If you have heard of a little video chat service called Zoom, please give me a Z. If you've heard of Zoom, give me a Z and tell me the last time you used Zoom. 76 Grimke. Going back to the last story, 76 Grim said he probably has done this before. He's a trademark bully. Ooh, girl, I love it. Yes, you got it right on the nose. 76 Grimke knows what Z is. Tell me the last time you used Zoom, y'all. Zephyrina said a week ago. I got a Z from Sincere 39 or Derek. Sincere 39 uses it every week. Okay. All right. So we've all heard of Zoom. If you have heard of another video chat service called Ring Central, please give me an R. 76 Grim can use it at 3 p.m. today. Okay. If you have heard of the video chat service or video conference service Ring Central, give me an R. Or if you've never heard of, okay, you've heard of them, Sincere 39? Okay, 76 Grimke, 76 Grimke said no. All right, I have definitely used Zoom, and I actually use Ring Central for my telehealth appointments. Now, if you didn't know, Ring Central, they actually are a Zoom reseller. They use the Zoom kind of backbone. Hey, Nessie time to source their video chat service. And they have been promoting the fact that they are based in Zoom for a long time. Here's the problem. Ring Central is starting their own, independent video service called Ring Central Video. And they're basically still using the Zoom trademarks and then telling their clients or customers once they sign up, we're going to be moving you to Ring Central Video. So Zoom is mad at Ring Central because they're like, you're using our trademark to get people to sign up for your service, but you're not actually using the service. You're using our name to get the service and then moving them to yours. Now remember, Zoom, Ring Central, they're a Zoom reseller, so they have to pay Zoom a little kickback money every time they use the thing, right? So Zoom is upset that Ring Central is basically, they're building their own video conference service. Fine, do that. But they're using Zoom's reputation to get people to sign up for it. Now, this is Zoom just filed the trademark infringement suit. Ring Central has not responded to Zoom yet. But I tell you this all the time. It is important for you not to build your business reputation on someone else's back. You never know what might happen, right? Ring Central, you're using the Zoom name to get people to sign up for your service. But what if your Ring Central video is crappy? Because people associate you with Zoom, they're going to think that the Zoom service is crappy. And Zoom does not want that. They don't want to be affiliated with any other services. They've got their own. And the fact that Ring Central, is using Zoom's name to lure people into their video service, that is deceptive. That's not what people are signing up for. They're signing up for you because you said that you're connected to Zoom. It's like if I go into the phone store and they say they got iPhones on sale, right? And I go for my iPhone and I say, "Oh yeah, girl, but we do have the iPhone on sale, but here's an Android." Right? That's not what I came in here for. I came here for Zoom. Y'all are giving me Ring Central Video. So Zoom and Ring Central, they're going to have to battle it out in a courtroom very soon. But I want to know from you guys, what do you think about Ring Central's tactics, right? Because they are using the Zoom, the Zoom services for now. But eventually they will be moving on to their own, video chat service. What do you think about Ring Central's moves? Hi, Carol Rihanna. What do you think? Obviously, hold on. Sincere 39 said, so they are using Zoom for... Yeah, absolutely. They're using Zoom for leads. They're definitely using Zoom for leads. It's like the bait and switch. Nessie Time said they are so wrong. Pay up. Right. I mean, like, if you're going to start your own video service, fine, girl, but you can't use someone else's name. That's like That's like, you're basically saying that they're vouching for you, and they're not. They're not vouching for this new video service. Why would Zoom want to vouch for a competing service? 76 Grim K said RC is building their brand on the back of Zoom. Absolutely, absolutely. So, I hope Zoom gets all their money, Ring Central, build up your own reputation. All right? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, that was a long time. All right, so those were the stories that I had for you this evening. Oh, Sincere 39 said sound like they have to cut a check. Hopefully. Those are the stories that I have for you this evening. I'm going to give y'all like 2 minutes to get your questions in. If you have any questions on the stories about Hammerschlagen, about the Dior bag, about the Albany Patroons, or about Zoom. This is also now your time to ask questions about business formation, particularly if you have questions on DUNS numbers. This is the time to ask. If you need some assistance applying for a DUNS number, I do have my DUNS number video training where we go through all of the concepts for DUNS numbers, why you need them, where you get them, all that stuff. And I take you to the actual DUNS number website and we apply for one together. What else? I will be on tomorrow evening because I skipped Monday. I still want to give you a 3 episode week. So we'll be back here tomorrow at 8 p.m. So tell your friends, tell your loved ones, come back and join me. If we don't have any more questions, we'll end it here. I want to say goodnight to all my loved ones. I want to thank you all for your participation, for your energy, for making me laugh, for being here with me. You make it so fun. I appreciate all of you. Make sure that you send me any stories you find to my inbox. I love when you send me stories. We got part of our writing team on here, 76 Grim K. She be scouring the internet for stories, okay? Yes. So this is where I leave you. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.